Actually, no, yet.
Yeah, okay, hi motherfuckers. This is Syntax.
Hello.
This guy. I'm trying to point towards him, but this camera orientation's fucked. There he is on the screen. We're gonna talk about some script stuff. Right now, you can see I have iBot's website open. Because I was gonna go ahead and do what I said I was gonna do about I was just gonna open it here in Oli on the vlog and just write some code and show you how easy it is to text shit like this. But I get to this page and I'm like going around, I'm like, where's the trial? Bitches don't have a trial, so I'm like, okay, let me see what I can find on their forums. Can't see shit unless you register. Private. What the fuck? Ads? What is this? There's ads on their fucking site. You're a paid fucking product. You don't need fucking ads.
Just gonna let them, man.
And I can't go back? Oh, I opened in a new tab. That was my fault. But like, really? Really? You can put these fucking icons that jump up when I hover over them, but you can't give me a fucking trial so I can crack your shit? Like, the fuck? Contact us. So I can request password through email, I can change it, or I can reset my hardware ID. I can't contact them in any way unless I'm registered to their forums to bitch at them. So I can't even be like, hey motherfuckers, give me a... Okay, so let's try Redbot. Does Redbot have a trial? I don't think so.
I don't think so, I'm looking right now.
So, Tibia Redbot Pro.
Email though, actually, so that's one step up.
Download. Oh, I can download NeoMC on their site. I'm glad you're making your own software, Mayo-Zayo.
Oh, wait. I do have a link where you can download the bot without being a member.
Okay.
You won't be able to log in, but...
It don't fucking matter.
I forgot the link. Hold on.
I click download. I'll go to forums, but it's going to want me to register. Like, everything's fucking private. Well, no, there's some that aren't, but...
Hold on.
Oh, I am logged into someone's. I'm logged into Joe's. Oh, I think I borrowed Floppy Jimmy's login to see something one time. Oh, let's see what happens when I log out. Okay. Okay, go to forums index. Everything's fucking private. Well, not game chat, but everything regarding the bot's fucking private. Makes sense. Okay, download here. I clicked the download button. Oh, I need to sign back in. Just give me... Do you have info to sign into this site?
I think so. Hold on.
If you do, click this guy really quick.
Yes.
This is gonna be longer than usual because I'm sitting here bitching about these kids.
I can't put it.
Who's talking on MSN?
I have permission to access the page.
Oh well. Okay. So I guess just if you know where I can find a download, or if you have an extra account for what Redbot or iBot, go ahead and post on this thread and let me know if you want to see me crack it before your eyes. Not crack it, but detect it. And I can do that next one, but it's obviously not working because they're fucking homosexuals. So I guess you can look at my pretty desktop background because there's nothing else that's going to be up there. And me and Syntax were actually going to talk about... I'm sitting here grabbing for drinks and it's all empty cans. So we were going to talk about one thing we wanted to start, which is script auditing. And it would probably mostly be him, Spectrus, a few of the other mods doing the auditing because I don't have time for that shit. But go ahead and tell him, like, your ideas on it, and then I'll go ahead, because I've been talking this whole damn time.
Okay, I posted that download link somewhere in the staff section, so
okay.
You can search for that while I'm talking. Alright, so for the auditing, we're either going to do it one of two ways. It could either be like a test, or we just review one script that you submit.
I think it should be more than one script. I think we need to do like an 80 percentile of their scripts need to pass with an 8 or more, or the bulk of their initial scripts that they're selling has to pass with an 80 or more, or something like that. Because I don't want someone to do an outstanding job on one script, you know, and then every other script be shit. Okay, a little preface for what we're talking about is what we're essentially wanting to do. We'll still let people sell scripts whether they pass the audit or not, but people who pass an audit will get a verified script seller tag, which will basically say, okay, not only is this person selling a script, well, the pro motherfuckers have verified that they know what they're doing with the scripts they're selling, so you don't get the complaints we've been seeing about so-and-so makes a script and it sucks on donkey dick. We shouldn't see that anymore.
And then updating also might be a problem if people don't keep their scripts updated. But generally, if they know what they're doing, they know how to update, and that shouldn't be a problem anyway.
Yeah. And one thing I want to push for is one-liners should be implemented where possible. If you have a script that this fucking long, I get it, no. But if you have like open door, it's like, wow, map.getTopUseItem is not equal door ID, then use a fucking tile, wait 1500 end. That can be done in a one-liner. So shit like that, I want to start seeing that done in one-liners for the people who want to get audited. So just take that to heart if you're wanting to become a verified seller.
Yes, there was a please Nick section. Other than that, there would be formatting, which tabbing. You will not pass if you don't tab your shit correctly. You can. I say correctly because some people just
for
decide.
Each line in file, line equals math.random 050 tabs plus line.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get what people do sometimes.
So, if you're going to tab that way, don't tab at all, but you won't pass unless you tab properly, which there's even formatters out there if you really need help.
Yeah, let's see. Lua Formatter.
I posted one a while back and everyone ignored it.
Oh, was this like 50 different links? Search in Google? Okay then. You have no excuse. I just showed you, you have no excuse.
Okay, and do files. Nick can't stress this enough. You only need one per file, and it should be at the top.
Okay, there's exceptions to that. If the do file has a piece of code in there that you want to execute, then every time you do the file, it will execute the code. Here's the problem with that. Don't do it, just put the code in your script. Because do files are meant for libraries, you put them at the top. Now I've been seeing this. What'll happen is someone will say, my script no work. And someone will tell them, you need to add do file forge.lua and use these functions. And the functions they're telling them to use don't use forge.lua to begin with. I have nothing against you, Forge. It's just the idiots using your library. And I shouldn't call my users idiots, but the uninformed people. The uninformed people using your library. And what'll happen is the people who don't understand the scripting will go in there and they'll add the do file every time they put that code. And I've seen professional scripts being sold, or scripts that were referred to as good on the forums, and they would have do file forge.lua under every single else if in the handler. And what that does is you open a bunch of I/O. It's going to go in, it's going to open the file, it's going to read it line by line, Lua's going to put it in place, it's going to parse through the whole file, it's going to execute anything that's not encapsulated in function scope, and then it's going to let you do your code. So it's slow, it's inefficient. Lua will keep it in memory when it loads that file. I mean, every time do file is hit, you increase the memory by whatever the heap needs to allocate space for that fucking function. And that might be why people are seeing huge memory leaks over time. It's do file once at the top of the file, or we'll find you.
Now I lost my place after your rant. So the sections would be formatting, optimization. Do file should be around in optimization. You should expect it there. We'll have a grading rubric most likely where you can view what we expect, so you won't be thrown under the bus and not know why you passed. And we will probably post your entire score, and if you get a badge or whatever your score may be, it'll link to your post, and it might even have a section on the forum.
Okay, and one thing I want to do with this, I'm going to make it a form submission, like bug reports in a way, where you have to go in there, you upload a few scripts in this form, and then you post it, and it's going to go to a forum where you're not going to be able to see it until we reply to it, or you can only see posts you made, so only people who have submitted there can see them. I'm not sure how that's going to work yet. It depends on how bitchy vBulletin is. But what should we do with this, like, resubmission? Because I don't want Spectrus realizing he sucks, so he's just going to throw hit or miss scripts at us all. Of course, he's not going to be applying, that's why I used him, but I don't want him to just keep throwing scripts until one hits, because that's a waste of my time, it's a waste of his time.
Yeah, I don't want to keep having to check scripts, and especially if we show exactly what went wrong, and they just fix what went wrong and send it back, or we just gave them the answers, and I don't want to keep doing that.
If you don't pass the test, I think you should have a different set of scripts required in your next audit.
Yeah.
Because we don't need you coming back. Like, I think it's even reasonable if we go in there and we fix parts of the script. We're not going to fix your whole script for you, but fix parts to show you what we mean. With the audit, I wouldn't mind doing that. I've done that for a few people. With a bit of rage sometimes, but I've done it for a few people. But I don't want to say, like, wait a month. Because I don't want someone coming in here making a few honest mistakes and having to wait a month to get their badge if they want it. Which there shouldn't be more than a handful of people doing this anyway. But at the same time, I don't want someone doing it every 3 fucking days. Because, so, I'm not sure what we're going to do there.
In reality, we could just say no and try again later.
Yeah. And
because there won't be a lot of people applying.
Okay.
There shouldn't be.
Okay, and then is that it with that, or do you have more on that?
That's mainly what we have established so far.
I basically let him come up with most of that, except for the one-liner stuff. I don't pay attention to much scripting shit.
Other than do file.
Other than do file. I hate do file. Might as well be pedophile. I don't fucking like it. I don't like it. He talked about coming up with a system that detects if you're doing a do file on a script that contains globals that are already in global scope.
Yeah, it'll probably prevent overriding any functions that are already in XenoLib. So if you're making a library, I suggest you put them in a table that doesn't override anything that's already in the library. Like in JavaScript, you can use prototype table, and that's how they keep track of that. I could add a prototype table, or you could just make your own, but it's very preferred not to override any global functions.
Yeah, because if he does add that, he's gonna find you, and you're fucked. But realistically, I don't know if that's coming or not, because as developers, you say there's a lot of things you want to implement that just don't get done because you're either lazy or busy. But
both.
Just pretend it's coming so you don't do anything stupid with your libraries, but keep pumping them out, and not shitty ones, though. But another thing, I already mentioned that I want to start moving to one-liners for most of the pro scripters. Anyone else who's not trying to become a verified scripter, just keep that in mind too. I'm not just saying it because I think they're pretty. The walker's made for the one-liners now. I didn't implement them at first because I was an idiot, and I did this label callback shit. But it should work better with the one-liners if they're done right. And then another thing is, I kind of want to slim up the library to where those are easier to make instead of having a bunch of lines of code. Like, you have to pack into one line, it'll just be a simple function. I don't know if Syntax can go in and wrap that or what, or I might, but...
I've been playing around with that, so I haven't been around for one-liners too long, and I even have to update Luland to support them.
Yeah.
But I've been working on mainly like an auto, so you could put a function inside another function and it'll loop automatically for you, or keep calling it until it happens. Something like that.
Oh, okay. So you're putting... Okay, I see what you're saying. So it's like a lambda function you're putting inside a function, and it's just going to keep calling that until a condition's met. Profit! That's dope.
You can, in Lua, you can specify which script environment you want to interact with. So I can make a while loop in the Lua library. However, it'll execute in the script that calls it, which will be the walker. So
this is why I like this guy, because I don't know this shit about Lua. I consider myself a good programmer, but I don't know all this shit that he knows. So That's cool. Do that. That's cool.
Okay. And that's all for the auditing. We'll get back for more about
auditing Lewis stuff. We didn't have much to go over this time. I wanted to fuck up RedBot and iBot, but they suck. Close this. Okay. So I think that's it. Won't waste any more of your time with just bitching about how much I hate you guys. I don't really hate you guys. You pay my bills. I love you guys. So peace out. Yeah, we have to sit here for a while, and it's gonna cut off mid-sentence.